Hey, welcome back to the Lil Will Learning Company. And today we're going to be looking at an example problem that's on the digital SAT. You can actually find this example problem on their uh, practice document and all that, but it's a fairly straightforward question that we're going to be looking at. It's a reading one, and there's multiple choice answers A, B, C, and D. And what we're going to do is we're going to look at this particular question, look at the different answers you can choose from it and look at which one's the right answer and why it's the right answer. So if you haven't taken the SAT yet and you're kind of wondering what to anticipate or what to look at, well, let's take a look right now. Here we go. So here's that problem we were talking about earlier. I'm going to read through it here and you'll have to forgive me. I might butcher these individuals' names here, but do the best I can. Jan Gimza, Robert Slay, and Ulrike Gimza have hypothesized that the sail-like structure running down the back of the dinosaur Spinosaurus aegyptiacus improved the animal's success in underwater pursuits of prey species capable of making quick, evasive movements. To evaluate their hypothesis, a second team of researchers constructed two battery-powered mechanical models of Spinosaurus aegyptiacus, one with a sail and one without, and subjected the models to a series of identical tests in a water-filled tank. Which finding from the model tests, if true, would most strongly support Gimza and colleagues' hypothesis? Would it be A, the model with a sail took significantly longer to travel a specified distance while submerged than the model without a sail did? B, the model with a sail displaced significantly more water while submerged than the model without a sail did? C, the model with a sail had significantly less battery power remaining after completing the tests than the model without a sail did? Or D, the model with a sail took significantly less time to complete a sharp turn while submerged than the model without a sail did? All right, so a lot of reading there. And if you're not sure how to pronounce this dinosaur's name here, don't feel bad. I looked it up before the video started. But more importantly here's what we need to kind of figure out. The question just says, which of these findings from the model tests, if they were true, would most strongly support Gimza and colleagues' hypothesis? So these four here, which would best support their hypothesis? So I'm going to go back up here to show really quickly what the hypothesis even is. Their hypothesis was that the sail-like structure running down the back of the dinosaur Spinosaurus aegyptiacus improved the animal's success in underwater pursuits. So I'll kind of leave it there. The fact that they had these sail-like structures running down their back, it improved their success in underwater pursuits. So that's their hypothesis. Everything else here is kind of secondary importance to that specific hypothesis. So now we have to go with these four, and they're saying which would most strongly support their hypothesis. So when you see that phrase, which one will most strongly support a hypothesis or this main idea, usually what that means is there's maybe one or more that technically would be right, or they technically do support the hypothesis, but which one would most strongly supported. So we have to kind of choose the one that has the best overall answer or best overall support for the hypothesis. Let's take a look one at a time here. A, the model with a sail took significantly longer to travel a specified distance. Well, since we know that their sail-like structures running down the back gave them success in underwater pursuits, and this first one says actually the sail one took longer to travel while submerged, it's not A. That one would not work. B, the model with a sail displaced significantly more water while submerged. Now that sounds like it could be true just because if you have a sail on something, it is heavier. So that could work, but it doesn't really say whether or not it's helping it better in underwater pursuits. So I won't cross out B yet, but it's possible. Then there's C. The model with a sail had significantly less battery power remaining after completing the test than the model without a sail. So back to the hypothesis, those sail-like structures helped Spinosaurus have more success in underwater pursuits, and C doesn't really address that at all, so it's most likely not C. So far, not A, it's not C, it could be B, but let's look at D. The model with a sail took significantly less time to complete a sharp turn while submerged than the model without a sail did. Now, the answer for this one is D. And it's D because it's the only one that really shows, like, yeah, it has that success to it there. And so it is D. D is the one that most shows that that sail-like structure gave them more success in underwater pursuits or basically just while submerged in water. So for this one, it's D. It couldn't have been C or A. It didn't really show how it had success while underwater or submerged. B could have been, but didn't really show that success. So, yep, D. Now, when you do take the SAT, just so you know, it is timed. So I took about 6 minutes here to kind of explain the problem, read it to you, go one by one here. When you're practicing for the SAT, one thing you get to work on is eventually get to the point where you can read this, look at the answers, and choose your answer fairly quickly because it is a timed test. And so when practicing for it, practice how quickly you can answer a question. And then if you just don't know one, it's better to move on to something else and move on to a question that you know you can solve fairly quickly and easily. I hope that helped kind of clarify the type of problems that you're going to be asked during the SAT and also just for the reading section in general, where you're going to be asked these questions where there could be many right answers, but which one best supports something or most strongly supports something? Just something to get used to. Well, I hope this was helpful. And for those of you who are getting ready for the SAT, best of luck to you. If you need any support with SAT tutoring, a little company, we do offer that service. So thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.